that he's 100% healthy, and all you can do is just look at his stats, averaging 15 points, 9 boards, 5 blocks. He knows that in order for this team to repeat, he has to stay healthy.
Well, not only Stockton, but Isley, and even coming in with Jacques Vaughn in the end, hit a couple jumpers against him.
Barkley is fouled as he takes it to the hoop. And Tim Duncan facing the double. Here's Brown from straight away. Chucky Brown, a guy who has been around
In pick and rolls outside of just the half-court set. Teams were adjusting too quickly, forcing him down as Duncan turns baseline, banks it off the glass for 2.
And with the Magic and the Lakers to follow.
3 seconds!
Here's Williams. Walt Williams.
He said, we're simply not a good rebounding team. I'm the only guy that goes after offensive rebounds. Part of the reason is because they shoot so many threes.
So the Rockets back to the offense. Barkley got the step on Duncan.
That was a great basket by Charles Barkley. All he does, he beat Duncan off the dribble initially. He drives it right in the face of David Robinson and still scores the basketball.
Robinson, high arcing jumper over Olajuwon. And they have restructured the team. Brandon Anderson off the mark. Rocket shooting has been off, and Olajuwon with a gimme. Confusion between Duncan and Robinson.
Violations last night against Utah. This is something the officials are going to do this year. As a team comes over to block the shot on David Robinson, they're going to call the small things tighter this year. One of them is carrying the basketball.
Robinson. The save by Williams, and Brown tips it to Ellie. Here's Duncan, and he's fouled by Olajuwon. Cheryl Miller from Houston, Texas. And the Spurs lead the Rockets 17-9. Williams from downtown. Walt Williams in Vancouver forced the deal to Houston, an 11-player, 3-team trade. Barkley gets inside. Charles Barkley looking very strong.
Can get a shot anytime they want when they run a pick and roll for San Antonio.
Again, Barkley with the step. And this time, Duncan got help, but Barkley, the best in the NBA at going up a second and third time. Porter leads Duncan. Nice adjustment by Porter. And Barkley has Mobley ahead of the field. Porter cut him off. And the Spurs 29. Here's Porter taking it right down the lane and tipped home by Robinson.
Again, the big men must step up.
Have a 7-point lead. 6.5 remaining in the first half. Robinson putting moves on Olajuwon.
Another one of those isolations. Robinson against Olajuwon.
Stopped by Porter. Olajuwon. And here's the Wizard, who's been hot. That's his third from downtown. John Stockton. They double up on Francis. Here's Olajuwon. Won by Houston. Robinson. Deflected away. And here come the Spurs on the run. Duncan from Porter. Beautiful pass. Nice touch pass from Porter. Barkley checking the clock. Here's Barkley. Whoa, that's what he will not want to look at.
Tough shot to get it over the top of Tim Duncan with those long arms out there. A great matchup right here defensively for Duncan. Outstretched, ball to hand, hand to ball. Challenge the shooter.
Olajuwon. Oh, with the spin. That's the Akeem Olajuwon of years gone by. Barkley. And a loose ball foul. It's on Duncan. That is his second. Seton Hall as the Celtics look to make it a 3-0 start. Tim Duncan going glass with a minute-and-a-half gone.
Was the fact that they were taking great pride in their defense. And there's the big defensive play right there at the end of the game.
Barkley gets inside. Barkley. minutes gone by in the third. Open shot for Avery Johnson. Here's the double. Olajuwon. Rockets swung it effectively. Celtics off to the 3-0 start. Dramatic victory over Charlotte. Robinson with a rejection. Francis comes right back. Steve Francis.
From behind.
Good start by Avery here in the third quarter. Barkley. Charles Barkley rejuvenated in this third quarter. That is a world premiere movie, so you saw screaming, I'm assuming. But blocked by Robinson. I know you get together with the executives very often. Williams gets it back to Barkley. Here's Charles. And the tip by Olajuwon.
Houston doing a very good job of have a jump shot, or you drive it again at him.
Rockets by 3. Robinson. Yes. Good third quarter at both ends.
Every so often he takes a chance and goes after one.
And it's Barkley with the rebound, and a loose ball foul is called. Charles Barkley swinging the elbows and made contact.
Charles just trying to clear a little space for himself. The contact right there. Good call by the official.
Timeout is taken by the Rockets. 3 remaining in the third quarter. Rockets by 1. An official after screaming it at a guy and thinking that you were correct on a call, then you take another look at it. That's a foul. Porter inbounds. Duncan played by Cato. Here's Walker. That's his game from outside. Scored 9 points. Mobley.
There's the offside flash cut as Sean Elliott beginning to work out. He actually started running some steps last week, and it took so much out of him that he had to lay low for a week. And
shot clock at 3. That's the Olajuwon shake, but he's called for steps.
Oh, he shook a little bit too much that time.
Traveling violation on Akeem.
Watch his pivot foot now. Left foot's pivot foot. He picks it up and then comes back and picks it up again a second time. That time he actually pushed Olajuwon back under the basket.
And a travel on Duncan. San Antonio has a 6-point lead. Olajuwon. Porter has 17. That's his third from downtown. Barkley working his way on Duncan. Somehow found the opening. Ellie twice and Porter with 1. And that has killed Houston. Here's Olajuwon, and he is fouled. Off the bench. Oh, Duncan stealing the rebound. Took it away from Olajuwon and gets 2 points out of it. Charles Barkley walking off the court, very dejected. Question is, will that count? It is academic. Apparently, it will not count.